And it looks like we are live. Let's check this out real quick. Boom. All right, man. Y'all already know, man. Grand morning, grand morning, grand morning. Man, it's your guy, Mr. Chauncey Reed, y'all. And hey, just like always, man, go ahead, drop your city, your state, where you're actually hopping on from. Because, hey, just like always, man, we want to add some value to what you have going on in your life. All right, man. Oh, man. Get ready, fam, because you know I got some good stuff here for you. So, hey, I'm not even going to waste no time. I'm going to dive right into this because we are around that season where a lot of people are worried about taxes, not just taxes, but the taxes on their the taxable investment gains. So see, the money that they say they made, like you'll hear a lot of people talk about all types of, oh, I done made this, I done made that. What about the taxes that you have to pay on those gains? So we know this is a financial literacy month. So what better way than to just talk about some financial education? And man, y'all already know, man, when I hop on here, I'm definitely going to go ahead and share with you all. Hey, I'm going to share with my screen real quick. Give me a second. I think I got it up right here. Okay, man, I hope everybody doing better than amazing today. Okay, there we go. Okay, boom. Yep, let's do that. All right. That part. Let me go ahead and get it. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. All right, let's do this. Oh, all right. Make sure everybody can see that. Make sure I'm out the way. And I do believe we are good. Okay, so let's dive into it, man. Hey, would you like to pay 0% in taxes on your taxable investment gains? So see, that's real big. And I want to I'm hoping everybody pick this up and take this, man. Hey, like this, share this, because somebody out there needs to see this. Also, man, depending on where you're watching it at, hey, subscribe to our channel. All right. So what you got to understand is this, man. You don't want to miss out. See, certain people out there with the low enough taxable incomes, you'll see them, man. They'll sell stocks, mutual funds. Hey, they'll convert those taxable gains into tax-free money. And we're going to share with you a little ways on how this can actually be done. See, one of the opportunities that investors they can't afford to pass up is the ability to convert that taxable long-term capital gain into tax-free money, y'all. Hey, and we're talking about without paying taxes on it. Okay. See, what a lot of people don't understand is this. This is known as what the term is called harvesting long-term capital gains. See, this process, you are intentionally selling an investment with a taxable long-term capital gain. See, in some years, based off, the income that you make, that gain will not be taxed. See, then guess what you get to do, y'all? If you want to keep the investment, you buy it back immediately. See, watch out now. I'm trying to tell you. That's the good thing about that. But see, a lot of us got to make sure we understand. We all got to have that sweet spot. Okay. So let's break this down. See, when we talk about the income sweet spot, see, the gain it's not going to be taxed when it actually occurs in a year when an investor is in the 0% long-term capital gain tax bracket. See, so we got to understand that. I'm going to say that again. You got to understand the fact that you won't have to be concerned about it when you are in the 0% long-term capital gain tax bracket. See, so for this year, 2021, it occurs when they have a taxable incomes of $40,400 or less. And see, that's for singles. Okay, that's for a single person. Or it's $80,800 or less for a married couple. So see, what I do is, man, we love talking about this type of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. See, the genius of doing this is that, guess what? It's going to increase the value of your investment that will show as the original amount invested, better known as a cost basis. Okay, it's always tax-free. So we got to love that. See, by the amount of the realized capital gain that was taxed at zero. See, remember, because the cost basis in an investment is tax-free. See, the higher the cost basis, the less capital gains tax you pay later when you really want to sell the investment, if you end up in a higher tax bracket. See, that's the thing that a lot of us are not understanding. When we're able to do this, we want to make sure that we don't end up in that higher tax bracket. Ladies and gentlemen, period. High tax brackets hurt us. Or when I say hurt us, it hurts our money. That's why we have to make sure we become educated in what's your sweet spot. Okay? See, many people, they end up in a high tax bracket in the future due to things like pay raises, start at Social Security, or even pension benefits, which we know they're going away after they actually retire. Or they taking required minimum distributions at the age of 72. So a lot of us have to understand that. We got to make sure we understand where we're at and where we're trying to go, ladies and gentlemen. See, even if the taxable income is normally too high to harvest the gains with the zero tax, there may be some of the years where it might actually fall to a point where you can take advantage of this strategy. And here's a couple of times that you can. The first one being, you're temporarily unemployed. Think about this last year that just hit a lot of us. A lot of people fell into that category. Think about it. Okay, if you're a self-employed person and your income varies from year to year, this applies to you. If you are between the ages of 60 and 72, and I got to put the and in there, ladies and gentlemen, retired before you start taking required minimum distributions. Ladies and gentlemen, these are sweet spots for a lot of us that are out there. See, we got to also understand that you can sometimes intentionally create a low tax year that qualifies for gain harvesting. See, what you do is by delaying a bonus until the next year, or things like waiting to take a taxable distribution out of retirement accounts until you're required to do so at the age of 72. See, that's the beautiful thing that we have to understand, right? Or you can delay your Social Security benefits until the age of 70. You do these things right here, ladies and gentlemen, and it puts you in position to be in that sweet spot. Okay, and it's big, y'all. It's big, and I just want to share it with you. All right, here you go. Another example here. Let's say you're married, you just retired, and your taxable income for the year is going to be $50,000. Now, remember this: the first $80,800 of your taxable income is taxed at 0% long-term capital gains tax rate. So let's keep it simple and let's build in just a little safety net there. So that you don't go over your actual limit. Let's round it. Let's round it down to 80,000. Therefore, you have a $30,000 of long-term capital gains you can actually trigger without going over that $80,000 threshold, and a 0% capital gain tax rate will apply. In other words, guess what? You can capture this gain tax-free. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, man, I'm dropping game on you today. Everybody always wants to talk about investing, but they got to understand this before you really even start jumping into investing, or you will get hit on the back end when it comes to taxes. All right. So if you own stocks or mutual funds in a taxable account, and some of your positions have unrealized long-term gains, you have a tax planning opportunity right here. I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, and I am not a tax professional, okay? I'm just a financial educator, ladies and gentlemen. So I wanted to make sure, hey, share this education with you. See, what you can do is you can actually put yourself in a position where you can sell enough of your investments to trigger that $30,000 of the long-term capital gain and pay no income tax on it. I'm dropping game for y'all, man. You better catch this. And guess what? Assuming you want to keep these investments, you simply got to just buy them back immediately. And then that $30,000 worth of taxable long-term capital gains will be eliminated forever. Yeah, I said it, ever, y'all. And the thing is, you won't have no tax consequences when you go to sell the investments later. You do not have to wait the 31 days to buy these investments back to abide by what is known as what some people will call the washout type rule. And this only applies when it comes to taking capital losses, not capital gains. Okay. This only applies when taking capital losses, not capital gains. Okay. So I want to make sure that we understand there. All right. Boom. What I got to make sure is that you understand this, and you got to be aware and knowledgeable of this right here, ladies and gentlemen. Before you use this strategy, be sure to check to see if you actually have any capital gains distributions that may pay out on your mutual funds that you own in those taxable accounts. See, the mutual funds distribute capital gains each fall. Although some funds distribute these funds late or mid-December, guess what? You got to make sure that, or you got to understand that these are the gains that can be triggered even if you have not personally sold any of your mutual fund shares. All right. So you'll want to know, what these gains are before you actually decide to intentionally realize additional gains. And otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, you could get thrown into a high long-term capital gain tax bracket, which will be at least, I say at least 15%, and end up paying tax on part of the gain. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that you have to plan for. This is not an overnight thing. So you got to understand that when you're trading and doing stuff like that, how to put yourself in positions, okay? When you're doing things, even with crypto, everything like that, ladies and gentlemen, you got to make sure that you understand it, okay? Also, what I want to make sure this. Remember, capital gains taxed in the 0% tax bracket are still income and will therefore increase your adjusted gross income. See, this could potentially increase your taxes in other areas. Let me give you an example. It could result in reducing or disallowing the medical expense deductions that you have out there right now that a lot of people try to itemize, or it could trigger the taxation of otherwise non-taxable Social Security benefits. So the thing is this, ladies and gentlemen, you got to do your homework. when it comes to avoiding these tax, I like to call it, hey, landmines. That's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, the fact remains that strategically harvesting gains in low income tax years, it may actually reduce your future tax liability and put you more income in your actual pocket. All right. That's the big thing that we gotta understand here. Okay. Boom. So, ladies and gentlemen, man, just like always, man, this guy, Mr. Chauncey Reed, I just want to hop on here real quick and share with y'all some information, man. I definitely want to share that with you. I hope. Let me go back here. Let me stop my screen share real quick. All right. Let me see here. Bam. All right. Wait a minute. Let me remove it. There we go. Okay. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, man. All right, man. I see you, man. I see y'all. Hey, I hope, I was able to share some and help enlighten some people out there about some things that that you might not have known. Okay. Again, man. Hey, thank y'all, man, for hopping on, man. I see you, Miss Drydale, out there in the OKC. Man, I see you, Coach Bailey, man. Hey, and I definitely, man, enjoyed, sharing that information the other day with the kids. All right, man. So, hey, man, I see you, Devin. Hey, thanks, fam, for hopping on. Again, man, this your guy, Mr. Chauncey Reed, y'all. Hey, like this. Share this with somebody. Somebody needs to see this. Somebody's out there right now being affected by those capital gain taxes that are killing them. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, man, this your guy, Mr. Chauncey Reed, man. If you like this, man, like I say, subscribe, like, share. Hey, reach out to your guy, man. If somebody shared this with you, man, reach out to them, man, so you can put yourself in position so you can keep more of your money. All right, man. Again, this your guy, Mr. Chauncey Reed, man. Y'all have a great day and a blessed week. Peace.